During the 2020 coronavirus pandemic, climatologists thought there would be a great opportunity to study emission reduction. Despite hopes of a large decline, the needle barely moved. Pollution decreased by 15% or less across the US despite a majority of people staying home. That's because freight trailers, one of the largest contributors of carbon emissions, were still on the road making runs delivering your food, goods, and Amazon packages. Freight trailer manufacturers have been trying to shed weight and transition to composites for decades. But the current composite technology available on the market just can't handle the payload, and nobody wants a forklift falling through a trailer floor. See, composite materials are lighter than metal, but they are not as durable. They can crack, fracture, and break because the plastic or epoxy holding them together is brittle. This is one of the main reasons composites are not the go-to choice for industries looking to innovate their materials. In order to make composites more durable, they need to add something extra. Hi, I'm Kevin Keith, co-founder and CTO of Mida Materials, where we enable the use of composite materials with cost-effective additives. Mida Materials has revolutionized the polymer additive industry by creating a scalable, robust technique to functionalize graphene-based additives at an effective price. Our flagship product is Mito Ego, a graphene-based additive that is loaded into both thermosets and thermoplastics at a 0.1% concentration by weight that allows polymers to see up to a 135% increase in mechanical performance. Ego reactively disperses against itself, allowing it to be used in any manufacturing process on the market. That means by utilizing manufacturers' suppliers, there's no change in current processes. So 2 pounds of Ego can make either 3,000 carbon fiber bike frames or enough plastic parts for 5 Ford F-150s to perform like never before. Looking back at freight trailers, we know there's a need for a stronger composite in order to go the distance. That's why we've partnered with the nation's largest and most innovative freight trailer manufacturer who has been looking to transition to an all-composite trailer for the past 5 years. With Ego, we were able to push a cheaper material far beyond its more expensive counterpart with no added manufacturing time. We see here in this ultrasonic check conducted on our customers' panels that the addition of Ego does not affect panel consistency, proving that Ego is an easy plug-in solution. With just 0.1% Ego, we were able to increase compressive strength of this cheaper material by 20% on the low end and flexural modulus by 135%, hitting the benchmarks they needed to make their dream a reality. This will allow them to shed 40% of their trailer's weight while maintaining the same manufacturing process and load capacity, but remaining logistically and economically viable. Even if 55% of the 1.7 million freight trucks started using a composite trailer today, that would reduce fuel consumption by $12 billion, according to the North America Council for Freight Efficiency. That would reduce carbon emissions by nearly 60 million metric tons. But remember, composites are used in many different industries, from freight trucks and automotive to sporting goods and aerospace. One application that has been trying for decades to utilize composites are cryogenic storage tanks used for storing rocket fuel. Some of these manufacturers have gotten close, but with current technology and methods, it still has a long way to go. Now with just 0.1% by weight of Ego, hoop stresses and moduluses would increase so dramatically that not only would this application seem viable, but the increased fatigue life, bursting pressure, and toughness would finally make this the best method for cryogenic fuels. Today, the polymer additives industry is worth $10 billion, with the graphene-based sector growing 40% year over year. Sure, there are other graphene and carbon nanotube additives on the market, but all of them are difficult to disperse, require special handling procedures, and need anywhere between 10 and 40 times more material than ours. Our processes solve these problems, allowing our products to easily integrate and disperse into any polymer our customers see fit. This enables our products to penetrate markets where no one else can go. Our go-to-market strategy will focus on the thermoplastics market because of the quicker testing cycle and clear parallel to the epoxy market opportunity. To do this, we work with the manufacturers to prove Ego in their products to show that they too can get drastic increases with minimal effort. We then work with their polymer supplier to integrate on the back end That way manufacturers can utilize a Mito-powered polymer with a simple change in their bill of materials. Customers are eager to get their hands on Mito. Since launching the scaled product in 2019, we have 15 piloting customers currently testing different applications and a pipeline with over 50 leads. This approach will allow us to deliver 2 specialty product lines integrated into our current pipeline, and we are set for $124 million in revenue by 2025. But technology is half of the battle. What makes a materials business successful is the team behind the product. The team that we have assembled around Mito Materials is one that has extensive experience in B2B composite and chemical sales and manufacturing. Just like our product, we have blended the best scientific and business minds together to commercialize this opportunity. And we are backed by industry experts who work alongside us to educate an old market about new technologies. Our team is tenacious, resilient, and we know that it takes true agility and hustle to revolutionize an industry more effectively than 100-year-old companies. Since starting Mito in 2016, our team and our technology's potential has been awarded several grants and prizes totaling $1.5 million, including funds from Techstars, a NASA EPSCoR grant, and the NSF via SBIR's Phase 1 and Phase 2. That traction and track record has also allowed us to raise $1.6 million from venture capital firms and angel investors like Clean Energy Trust, who believe in our mission to empower the next sustainable material evolution by enabling manufacturers to transition to composite materials using our solutions. At Mito Materials, our goal isn't to only revolutionize how the materials around us behave. Is to create a platform technology that scales with industry standard equipment that affects said materials without disrupting current manufacturing processes. The team we've rallied behind us shares this vision and has the passion and know-how to make it possible. When we started Mito Materials, we knew that advanced materials shouldn't be accessible only to advanced industries. We knew that in order to push humanity to entirely new heights, we need versatile, disruptive technologies that unlocks this next frontier, a more sustainable frontier. That's why our products don't end with just one additive affecting one material. Mito Materials is here to empower the next materials evolution by making the products you use every day last longer and perform better than before.